As a UX professional working in Scrum, you may wonder if you need to attend each ceremony, what you can do to prepare, and how you can participate. The answer is yes, you should attend each ceremony, and I'll outline what you can do to maintain open communication, influence product success, and productively contribute to the Scrum team. Now, most teams will have a daily meeting that's called Standup or Daily Scrum. This should be a really short ceremony, usually no more than 15 minutes, and it should focus on opening up communication to ensure that work is on track and that any blockers are quickly resolved. Each member of the team, including UX, should remain standing and concisely answer each of the following questions. What did you do yesterday? This is a good place to discuss any areas of the design that you worked on, outline any collaboration that happened, and any research or data analysis that you did. What will you do today? So share what you plan to do related to design, research reviews, planning, or even facilitating workshops. Mention areas where you'd like input from the engineering team or your product owner, and invite team members to any upcoming research that's happening. You also want to talk about what might be in your way, so bring up any internal or external factors that are blocking you from getting your work done. If you need to have specific discussions with team members, suggest a quick turnaround meeting right after the stand-up. The next ceremony is backlog refinement, and this usually happens halfway through the current sprint. The goal of backlog refinement is to review backlog items to make sure that they're ready for the upcoming sprint planning meeting and ultimately the sprint. UX should make sure that their user stories are in the backlog or add new ones. You can also facilitate whiteboarding sessions or other lean workshop techniques just to help the team solve issues together. UX participation in backlog grooming can also bring foresight into what the development team will work on in the next sprint. It also provides additional support for the product owner if they need that from UX. The next ceremony is sprint planning, and this usually occurs on the very first day of the sprint. The goal of sprint planning is to review your prioritized backlog items again and estimate their level of effort. UX involvement in sprint planning is important because just like development work, UX work should also be accounted for and estimated in the backlog. At the end of the sprint planning meeting, the entire team should have an understanding of their workload and their goals for the sprint. Sprint review, or demo, usually happens on the second to last day of the sprint, and this is a great opportunity for UX to support the product owner by presenting completed work. It's also a good place to review research and interject user-centered insights that informed the current product iteration. The final ceremony is the retrospective, and these often happen on the last day of the sprint. They're intended for the team to review how things went during the sprint. Retro is also a great time for UX to talk about process changes. Because the topic of this meeting is related to the team's process, people will be more open to your suggestions. Position your ideas as experiments to be tested during the next few sprints to keep things improving. At times, you may perceive these meetings as barriers to your productivity, but UX should remain involved in all Scrum ceremonies to stay engaged and aware of what's going on with the rest of the Scrum team.